Hello everyone and welcome to this day's edition of Mechwarrior 4 Mercenaries gameplay. So this is an older game like I said yesterday, and we went over Argus and Cauldronborn yesterday as you saw in the previous video. I'll put that video in the comments later. But so far we've gone over a couple other things. We've gone over different mechs and different command posts. So today we're going to go up some new ones. We're going to go down to the B level. We're going to look at some other new mechs. So today we're going to be looking at the Atlas. So the Atlas, as you see here, big boy mech and assault mech, so it's a little heavier than what we mentioned before. Assault's different than heavy because it holds better capabilities, better deceleration. Turn rate's kind of iffy on this one since it's a bulky beast. So you'll notice one in game modes that it'll have a slower effect. So we're gonna look at the effect race. So I don't really like the stock on the stock Atlas, of course, because the rockets. Get rid of that. Alright, small laser, get rid of that. You know, at this point, I'm just going to strip everything. You'll see later. So what I'll do next is I will add one of my favorite weapons on here. The other thing first I'm going to look at is the heat sinks. If you get rid of all the heat sinks, yeah, it's going to have a certain point where it's going to struggle with being able to add heat sinks on. You'll see later in the game where heat sinks will heat, but I turn off heat efficiency right now so it's easier to actually work with. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to weapons now since we have an opening spot. And since we have 52 tons now to work with, I'm going to add some strong stuff on here. So the first thing I'm going to do is go down to one of my favorite weapons, the heavy Gauss rifle. 29. So the gun rack will have enough firepower on this side to actually work with it. The other thing I'm going to do now is add some strong firepower on the left arm. So I like using the inner sphere weapons because they're longer range and they have a lower cooldown. You'll notice the lower cooldowns in the game as well. But the first thing I'm going to do is look at the extended range one since we have so much tonnage now. I'm going to add the ATM 12 medium extended range pack. So now it's going to have more missiles now. So now we have plenty of missiles. So we can do either thing. We can have PPCs and ER PPCs. I'm going to ER PPCs to the right arm and the left arm. So we have 6 left. So now we can really mess with attack mode. But what I'm going to do now is get rid of the EPPC and add capacitators. Capacitator will definitely add more effect to the actual fighting. Since Atlas is a brute, you gotta have weapons to actually pinpoint attack positions. You'll see the attack positions more or less when I play. Attack positions, I mean, is you have to have weapons that start pointing and pinpointing attack at other targets. So you don't want to have you want to have a lower cooldown weapon to actually lock on your targets. So I'm gonna do something different that the Atlas usually never has, and I'm gonna add a medium pulse laser to its head. Since the head is actually the least vulnerable part on this mech, I'm putting it there. There's going to be nothing on the missile rack. I'm going to keep that open. I can add something to the missile rack, but I'm not going to. Just easier to work with that way. So what I could do also is get rid of the heavy Gauss and put a light Gauss on there, which could be an opportunity to save some cooling. So what I'm actually going to do is get rid of the heavy Gauss. And we're going to go to... We're going to go towards regular Gauss. Clan Gauss, there we go. So I have 7 left now, so now I can really build around that. I could increase speed, I could increase heat efficiency. I could do, more, especially since it's going to heat up more, but with the capacitor and the regular ERPPC on both sides, I can have plenty of add-on points. What I'm going to do now, actually, is add some more missiles to the missile points. A lot of people don't really like doing that because they like adding more lower cooldown missiles and rockets, and even just regular beam weapons, but I'm going to add... This thing's going to be crazy with rockets, so I could add that. I could add something to the center torso. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this thing longbow capable. So this thing's going to be very, very strong with rockets. And what I mean by strong with rockets is you'll see this thing does fire enough of them. So what I'm going to do is get some LRM 20s in here and put on the missile rack. So now the firepower is enough. So what I'm going to do with the rest of it though, Ferrophibus, max the armor out. I could do that, or I can sub some of the armor to 90. It could increase the speed, but the speed's already at a lower point though. So now you need IFF jammer because this is good active onto it. I could do Beagle active probe. So let's go back to weapons. Go to armor. We'll take the head down a little bit. There we go. Beagle active probe. And there we go. So he's coming up good on this one. Let's max armor out. So now the max armor's out. We're at 100 tons right now. So this is a big boy. Of course, I'm gonna rename to Miles, to me. We'll change it to green, since green is the standard training that I like to add to these. So this is the Atlas. So you'll see how crazy good this mech can be. So we'll go to Wave. We'll do the Alpine again. I like doing the Alpine. It's a good way to actually bring up these. So I'm really going to put this Atlas to the test today. I'm going to do 1 life against 3 lives. We're going to go against some light, medium. We're going to actually go against a couple Daishis. Now Daishi's going to be interesting because the way the mech is set up, it's a very powerful mech. It's got some pinpoints to it. It's got some weaknesses, but you'll see that. So let's start it off now. Alright, here we go. This is the canopy section, the cockpit section of the Atlas. As you can see, good medium turret speed. You can crouch as well. See, good crouch and spec. So now the Daishi's going to be over the top. So what I'm going to do is lock him on. So I can't really lock him at this point. But as soon as he comes over the top, I'll have pure lock at 1,000 meters. So I'm going to start going. There we go. So you can see this thing is a sniper mech. When I mean sniper, it's got enough pinpoints to really attack this mech. See, the lower cooldown's really adding up to this. Don't get me wrong, the Daishi's a strong mech, but you got the weaknesses. What I like to do is combo the moves as well. So Daishi's already taking enough fire. I'm taking fire now on the right flank side, but he's gonna have to really mess with the cooldown time for him. His cooldown time is pretty weak. I'm taking fire now on the left torso. Daishi's weak spot, of course,
Target destroyed.
the torso side. So he's down 1. So now I'm gonna do is really attack him now, since he's gonna come over that hill and he's really gonna fire at me. See how I'm looking. A little burnt out, not too bad though. Fire capacitor 1 stop.
Warning, damage
I'm marked damage critical. And all he's got to do is hit that LAM in the right spot of my center torso, and I'm screwed. Damn it, missed the Gauss. I'm going to see if I can hit him in the top part again. Good, I hit him on the top. You want to stay far away from the Daichi as possible in the short range.
Target destroyed.
Got him. See, you just got to use them right. The Atlas got 2 kills on that one, so. Atlas, phenomenal mech, as you see here. One of the great assault mechs you can get. I love using it. It's always a good beginner one, too. Kind of OP at parts. It's great to attack multiple targets, especially singled out. It's not the best single out mech because it's got its weak points, especially on the rear. But if you get front end assault on one of the Atlases, good luck trying to win that one. So now the next mech we're going to go towards, one of my favorite mech tech mechs. So this isn't going to be one of the standard mechs that came with the original game. This is one of the new ones that mech tech made. And I honestly like the way this one looks. It's going to be, of course, one of the new ones that I tried playing it the first time, but I struggled with. But when you play a standard match with them, they're very strong. So I'm gonna go down to this. Let's go. I think it's. Let's see if I remember what the name of it is. There it is. Talos. Okay. This is one of those weird assault mechs. The reason why I say weird is because it's classified as an assault, but it's got a lot of weaknesses. But man, the stock package for this thing is crazy. I mean, if you're in straight combat with this thing, those RAC-5s are really high speed, low recycle time boom cannons, and if you get them crazy short, you're going to be in for a hell of a ride. But the weakness on this thing is the speed and the range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strip the hell out of this mech. The other thing I'm going to do is keep the ECM and LEMs. That's good enough for that. Alright. First thing I'm going to do is add the beam weapons. And personally, I do like this mech. It's short range. But when you want to use it in attack mode, you have to add the Gauss to it. And since this is, if I'm not mistaken, it's the Free Worlds League mech, it's Inner Sphere, so you really want to add Gauss to it, or else you're going to be in for a hell of a fight, especially against the other mechs in this class, like the Atlas, and like a Fafnir. So you're going to add 2 Gauss cannons to it, so you have 17 tons left. You don't have to add anything to the arms. I personally do, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, let's see, what am I going to add to that side? I could add some regular weapons to that side for point marks, which now I'm going to add, yeah, let's add one of those, let's add some large lasers. ER large lasers, high on heat, but man, when they're in the range, so I'm making this really more of a sniper mech, and you'll see in a second why I'm doing this. So we're going to go to missile rack. We're going to make this Clan LRM-15s on both. Now it is firepower's up to an assault mech. Green, restore. Oop, accidentally restore. So we're actually going to try the mech I showed you before. It had the type that we had, but we're going to strip it again. We'll go back to what I just did, since I hate hitting restore. It's always when it comes to that. Clan Gauss center, Clan Gauss left. ER large laser. I do like those LRM-5s, but to be honest, you can really add some other crazy sniper modes to it. I'm gonna keep it like that. Okay, let's go to LRM, Clan LRM-15s, and there you go. Rename, Miles, paint, green, baby. All right. We go to, let's do another map that I like to use. They're a different type. Let's do Paradise. Another one of the fun maps on this. Now we're gonna do something fun on this one. I'm gonna go against an Atlas on this one. Let's see how the sniper aspect does on this. So I'm gonna go against one-on-one. Get the controls. Okay, controls ready. Since it's a mech tech, it actually has a Mad Cat Mark II idles on it. So if you see the pictures on here, you see this is what the Talos looks like. Kind of looks like a piranha. Kind of looks like those man-eating flowers in Mario. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna charge them. Since this is a sniper mech, it's got the range. So I don't remember where they spawn on this, but we'll keep an eye out for it. One thing I do like a lot about this mech is the deceleration rate. There's the Atlas. So I'm gonna go down to 10. Okay. Atlas 3. So he's got Beagle active probe. So he's gonna try to go on the defensive. So now this bot is going straight at me. So he's gonna go on the turret side. There we go. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this thing is a little strong. Just a little bit. You really got to get him on his left arm. There we go. Got to take out that capacitor. There we go. Got rid of his arm. Problem is, if he hits you with that PPC, you're done. There we go. Other arm's taking fire. You notice I really don't have that many quick actual loading times for these. There we go. Both arms destroyed. He's only got a Gauss. There we go. He's taking heavy fire now. So now I'm at the advantage. Yes, I do have heavy fire on my right arm, but he is at a turn angle, which is bad. And his Beagle Active Probe's destroyed. His right arm, both arms destroyed. So now it's my time to go after his torso.
Destroyed.
Boom. Got him. So that's how you really use the Talos. You really got to use him. You got to use him as a very, very tactical mech. If you don't use him as a tactical mech, it's gonna be a long night for you. That's why I think Mech Tech did a really good job of adding this specific type of mech. I personally love the way it looks. It looks like an alligator mixed with a crab mixed with a freaking piranha eating thing from Mario. So it's pretty awesome looking. So thank you guys for watching this video. I plan on posting mostly one every day, especially with that this game is so old school. I can post the link where you can actually download the game. There's a lot of openings on this, so if you really want to start playing the game, any computer can run it, even on Windows 10. So just give me a heads up if you want the link. Just follow my YouTube channel. I got the other video on here. No rush. If you have any time to do anything you want, so just go ahead and watch it. I will talk to you guys later. Have a good night.